Here we are. This is a segment I like to call Goodnight Moon Comedy. A short story, kid story written who knows how many decades ago, because I'm almost 30, by Margaret Brown. Now, why I cannot take credit for the story. I can't take credit for the comedian style I add to reading a kid story. And I'm sure you can fill in the blanks wherever you take it. So here we go. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. In the great green room, there was a telephone. Telephone. And a red balloon. And a picture of a cow jumping over the moon. And 3 little bears sitting on the chairs. And no, it's not Goldilocks we're talking about. And 2 little kittens. And 2 little mittens. And a pair of mittens again. And a little toy house. And a young mouse. And a comb and a brush. And a bowl of fish. Oh, no. A bowl of mush. And quite an old lady who was whispering, hush, like old ladies would. Goodnight moon. Goodnight room. Now I reversed order there, but it still works. Goodnight cow jumping over the moon. Wow, that must be some light cow if he could jump over the moon. Okay. Goodnight light. And again, another good night. Actually, it just says red balloon, but we're going to add a good night to it. Goodnight bears. Goodnight kittens. Goodnight mittens. Sounds like it's going to be a cat's name. And I've seemed to have lost my place, but I can still make you laugh. Okay, here we go. Goodnight clocks. Am I really thinking about the clock? I mean, it's good night. You know, I'm not thinking about the clock. It's a good night. Okay. Might make you laugh. Good night socks. Good night little house. Good night mouse. Good night comb. Yay. Good night brush. Ooh. Or is it this they're talking about? Good night nobody. I must be in a very pissed off mood. Good night nobody. Good night, mush. I mean, seriously, mush? Who's having a good night if they got mush? Okay. Good night, old lady, whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Air. Good night, noises everywhere. There must be some good noises if they're everywhere. Okay. And it looks like that's the end of our segment. Good night, moon. Because it's a story, but I bring the comedy with the way I read it. I hope I made you laugh. More comedy segments to come. As you'll see it all in different background settings. It's random. But you know what? If I'm making you laugh, it's good. It's wonderful. Alright.